Well, my style is very eccentric. I've never been one of these people that wants to have the same hairstyle as everyone else or dress the same as everyone else. And I like to mix it all together. And I think your clothing and your home tell your story. So what does your story say about you? My name is Laurie Everett, and I am the owner of Lauries, an Eclectic Emporium. We bought this building and business about 11 years ago, and it was already called Lauries. And I worked here as a little side job, and it was a hobby for me. And when I bought the building and the business, it was just kind of serendipitous that we keep the name, because it's my name flipped. This building is from the late 1800s, and it was originally built as a residence, but the majority of its time it was a funeral home. It was the Brinkoff Howe Funeral Home, and it closed in the mid-80s. We always tell people it used to be a place of goodbyes, and now it's a place of good buys. We started by taking down the heavy velvet drapes that they still had when it was a funeral home. So that was the first. It was just like letting the light in, and I wanted to have lots of color and interest, and I was really into the vintage retro styles, which at the time weren't as popular as they are now. One of the reasons why I wanted to have the shop is to bring a different flair, a different vibe to Cape. It is more of a conservative, traditional town, but I think people do like to have fun, and I think we bring a very different vibe. Not many places you see a mannequin welcome you on the bench. So I think when people walk up, they say, okay, this is a place where I can let loose and have a little fun. I love the mannequins. They're fun to they're like dolls. You can dress them up and you can put signs on them, change their wigs. But our most popular one is Jaja. She's the one that sits on the bench every day, and every day she gets a new outfit. We have a whole box of accessories for her, so she's the one that definitely gets the most attention. But I don't think the others are jealous. They let her have all the glory. Well, I'd have to say Jaja was probably one of our most outlandish pieces. She came in the front door, someone was selling her wearing a pilgrim costume, no arms. So they asked if we wanted to buy her, and we said absolutely. I think, we have a variety of styles and eras, and we just try to have something for everyone. So you never know who's going to come in. We have customers from 9 to 90, and they're all looking for something different. So I think if you can't find something here, you can't find something anywhere. This is the Summer of Love, the 50-year anniversary. So you kind of see things come back around, and we're also seeing a lot of different moon phases, things like that, and this is the year of the solar eclipse. So, you kind of pay attention to what's going on in the news and the media, and those do have an influence, I feel, when it comes to design and fashion. When I first bought this business, there would be days that would go by and we would maybe have a couple customers. But we've really used modern technology to market the business, with social media, and I think we just have a cult following, which is wonderful. People have been with us since the beginning, and have really watched us grow and morph into what we are today. We purchased the building across the street, which is diagonal. It's been about a year and a half now. It did sit empty for about 4 years, and I would see it slowly deteriorating, and that's not something that was good for our business here or good for downtown. So we just decided to take a leap of faith and try a new concept in this area, which is a little foreign, but people are coming around to it. It is a Victorian home, and each room is a different shop. So we have a store over there, Mother Earth by Lauries, but there are also other retail businesses within the same building. So it's an umbrella of different businesses, and we all work together. Well, as far as this business, we hope that we continue to reach different people. We have a lot of customers that come from out of town. So we hope that people will continue to visit Cape Girardeau and downtown as a whole. And as far as the Indie House, right now we're at full occupancy of businesses, and we just hope that that will continue to grow and flourish. Our tagline is expect the unexpected, so you never know what you're going to come across.